Episode 82 of the PantyNectar podcast. PantyNectar and Mr. P here.
Hi, PantyNectar.
I still remember the sight of your beautiful tits. I'm so upset I didn't get to nibble on your clit. I so wanted to be between your thighs, to hear your moan and your cries. I wanted to grip upon your sexy hips as I kissed your pussy lips. I wanted to give you ultimate pleasure as I devoured your hidden treasure. I wanted to savor, I can only imagine the sweet flavor. I would have bent you over and teased you. Can you still feel temptation? It would have been a grand sensation. You would have been delighted by the anticipation as I grabbed your long blonde hair, slapped that gorgeous derriere as I lined up the tip. Go on, baby, get a grip, because in it goes. Bite on that pillow as I slowly insert to you. You wanted it too. I would have used your panties to control your head as I gently choked you instead. I hear you gasp for air, so I will release the grip because I care. Now get on top of me, grind away with that pussy. Let's get lost in a kiss as we became one. Damn, it's you I miss. That was a lovely little poem written by OK Stick, one of my incredible fans on pretty much everything, Reddit, Discord. That specifically was written on the fan fiction section of Discord, so thank you for that insert. OK Stick has actually written a couple little poems in there, and sometimes he writes them for the girls too, specifically in Discord. So if you want to see more of his little poems and things that he writes, they're up there on fan fiction for you guys.
That was an awesome poem.
Aren't they fun?
Yeah, like I sit there and I'm like, how do these people come up with this stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that was kind of fun.
So basic. It can't, like, the creative gene skipped me, I guess.
And to stay on track too with the mission while you have to rhyme everything.
Yeah,
you
and line up the tip.
Yes.
PantyNectar, episode 82 of the PantyNectar podcast. How are you doing?
I am great.
It's been a little bit since I joined you on the podcast, so thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
And we have gone through a lot of changes recently in our personal lives, and they've been fantastic. We were able to move out of Austin
Whoop, whoop.
and to the countryside, where we got like a little farm going on, and it's just great living a real simple, easygoing life out here.
Yes, being a rancher now, label us cowboys. It's been really fun. It's been nice, although we do have a goat named Frank. And he got my ass the other day. He rammed me so hard while I was trying to fix bolts on his pen.
You literally have a big bruise on your leg, on your
thigh. You've probably noticed on OnlyFans probably because I've posted some, workout pictures.
People think I'm
stuff.
beating you. So they're like, oh yeah, good job, Mr. B. Yeah, the goat, right?
Yeah, so dude, this goat, we probably need to post a picture.
He has fucking horns.
Yes, he's big. He's very big, and he has huge horns, and he's typically a very docile, kind goat. But he was pretty upset that I was moving him over to his pen. He was not happy to be there. He likes being out with the other animals, but it was going to rain, and he doesn't like rain, and he kept getting out. So went to help him out, and the dude reared up and got me in my leg.
Yeah, so Frank is a billy goat, and he's a mini La Mancha billy goats.
No, he's not.
He's not?
Is
he a Nigerian dwarf?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yes. Frank is a Nigerian dwarf. You can tell how much I know
or
about
a Nubian dwarf, something like that.
They're
We're
obviously
awesome, great
gates.
ranchers.
Frank's awesome, but he has long hair. And his hair, he doesn't look like a typical goat to me.
No, he's beautiful.
Like, he's a beautiful goat. Like, he has real long hair, and it's white with some red throughout, and these very light baby blue eyes, and these fucking long horns that come back that you think, my God, I'm glad Frank isn't mean, but he got PantyNectar over here pretty good the other night.
Well, he got a kick in the face right back. I said, damn it, Frank, why'd you hit me like that? I thought we were friends. No, he was pretty upset.
Frank, you can walk him on a leash too.
Yeah.
Like he has a collar. and like you can put a leash on him and just walk around, and you know he wants to be by you. The other day, some of my friends came out here, and we were walking, and I had shown them the goat, and we had taken off and we were walking away, and one of them turns around, they're like, "Hey, dude, the goat's right behind us." So I turn around and look, and like Frank's just standing there, like look at us, like, Frank, I don't have a leash, dude. I'm like, what am I gonna do? The leash, I didn't have it on me, so I'm like, I hope he doesn't just run off, you know?
Yeah.
But he just followed us the whole way. He was just walking right beside us, and they were all
funny.
taking pictures and shit.
Yeah, we do get some mini La Manchas soon that we will be able to milk. So that will be very awesome to be able to get some goat's milk.
Goat's milk is like the best milk to me. I mean, like, of course, like, relative to cow's milk, I guess.
Right.
I don't drink cow's milk. I used to drink, like, as a kid, like, every day.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
But
milk?
now I just drink goat's milk, or like I don't drink cow's milk at all.
We currently have oat milk.
Yeah.
So it's literally 3 ingredients: water, sea salt, and oats.
Yeah. But you know, like the whole bullshit pasteurization process that any milk you buy from the store has to go through, and how the government fucking you know, shuts down farms that, you know, sell raw milk, and you got to go through this bullshit technical loophole of like being a member of whatever, you know, and like you can buy, I looked, you can buy raw milk. There's this one place online I saw, some farm, and it's legal, which is stupid, right? To be like, fucking milk's illegal.
You even have to say that.
But right. But
go get your cigarettes.
Yeah, right. But you have to buy into like this company. Like you buy like shares of the farm, and it's almost like a stock type thing. But it's not technically, you're not technically buying part of the company. You're buying in as a member of their little membership thing. And
that's interesting.
Yeah. But so then they'll sell you milk, but you have to like redeem. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but
it's weird.
So we're going to have some goats.
Yes, and if you are, you know, if you are a prior listener to the PantyNectar podcast, then you're probably very aware of our healthy habits. But if you are not and you are new here, you know, we try to really eat as clean as possible. Now, do we follow that 100%? No, I'll eat some ice cream and do, you know, that every now and then, but we really try to stick to eating as close to whole foods as possible. Plus, whatever we don't eat goes to our animals. So we want to make sure that they're getting the cleanest stuff possible as well, because it goes back to us. So we're very excited to be able to. I recently, within the last year, found this particular oat milk and almond milk that we buy. But before that, we were drinking the HEB, you know, almond milk that still has sodium, all these crazy freaking chemicals.
Can't even pronounce
in it.
the names. So like they don't...
just to keep it, you know, shelf stable. And so I'm very excited to be able. Now we'll have to post some videos milking, because that's going to be very interesting. But I think it's going to be real fun. Plus, we have minis. We'll be having mini La Manchas, so at least they'll be smaller to handle.
Okay, so here's the deal. We want to do like the milk for sure, of course.
Cheese.
But then butter, cheese, and soap. So if anybody listening right now has any experience or knowledge or expertise about soap making or cheese making or making butter or milking goats or whatever the case may be. If you're an expert, please, Randy's listening.
Some tips.
Randy's going to be messaging you in Buckingham Palace.
I know. I know we have someone on here. Someone's a goat expert.
You know, that's the cool part about the PantyNectar community is that there are so many people from all walks of life that
we literally got a realtor at first in Florida through someone we knew on, you know, our OnlyFans. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember.
I remember the name, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I don't remember. But
super nice dude there in Fort Lauderdale.
and hooked us up with a reputable company, you know.
And Savannah, and she just dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah, that's
But it was
yes.
cool. But the guy, but it was he did. It was very nice. He did his part and connected us
Yes, and
with
it was
this
very
group.
awesome to have someone that was like, you know, or we've found people in our community that actually happen to know other people that we know. So it's very
Oh, we
like,
always get advice.
Exactly.
People. I mean, like it's pretty wild. Like the advice we get. So we know someone out there listening right now has experienced one of these things because we have. I mean, it's crazy. Like we have bartenders, we have police officers, we have
oh my gosh,
lawyers. Your everyday run-of-the-mill folks, just like we are.
It's crazy. It's awesome.
And everybody just kind of comes together, and we're very appreciative. Which, PantyNectar, that brings us to another topic.
It's a very important day today. Today is Reddit Cake Day. For those of you that are not familiar with Reddit, Cake Day is your birthday. It is the day that you opened your account on Reddit, and that is today. I am very, it's been 4 years. Today is May 6th. It's been 4 years that I have had that Reddit account open, and it has been a crazy process, but I definitely would not think that I would be right here, that we would be right here, that we would be speaking on this podcast right now, actually, speaking to tons of thousands of people. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you so much if you are a Reddit follower for a long time or a new one, I want to say thank you for all your love and support.
Yeah, it's 4 years. Can't believe it. 4
Oh
years.
my
We were talking
gosh.
about this morning, you know, like overestimating what you can get done in a day and underestimating what you can get done, you know, over a longer period of time. And
Right.
man, if that is not a living example to us, you know, as far as 4 years ago, PantyNectar didn't exist. And here it is, at least just on, if you take Reddit alone, which was, you know, the lifeblood of PantyNectar for the longest time, and now it's branched out to Reddit and X, of course. But in the social media realm, but I mean, now it's over 7 million karma and almost 1 million followers.
That is insane.
That's insane. And those are followers. Those are people that press the follow button on Reddit, not people that see the videos
They go
and the
view your
pictures
stuff
and
every day.
make
They don't
comments.
follow,
And
yeah.
it's fantastic. So we couldn't thank everybody enough.
It's been crazy, you know. I think back to when PantyNectar started, and it really just started for fun. Like, you know, you and I were just having a lot of fun around that time. My life was a lot of fun, and I remember like I was still training at the time, and like was literally just doing this very part-time on the side to interact with people and to share, you know, the things that I was doing in my life. And I remember one of the first like actual videos I posted, it like had thousands of views within like a day or something. And I remember like in that moment, I was like, oh my God, like first off, I didn't think like 5,000 people wanted to view what my little Reddit account that I just posted for fun on, let alone did I think, you know, then 15,000 people would view it, then 50,000 views, then, and it was just like, it was all happening so fast. And, you know, we've been through, shout out to anyone that remembers those anonymous letters that were sent to my mom. Shout out to the sender, because I know they're listening. But it's, you know, that happened, and I felt like a lot of people that viewed my stuff kind of could resonate with like people fucking hating on them, or people trying to like tattle on their parents or so. I was like 22 years old. That was insane to have someone reach out anonymously to my mom to try to fix me, quote unquote. So like we went through that crazy experience, and I remember my account started to gain a lot of traction then, because people were like, fuck that person. Like they were all like, how could someone, are you kidding me? Like what you do in your personal life is your personal life. and just absolutely insane. So that was really cool to be able to connect with people on a deeper level. They got to kind of see a little bit deeper into my life and what was going on. It wasn't just all like perfect and fun all the time. Like there's actual shit that was going on. And then fast forward to, I can remember in Florida, like when my premium OnlyFans, I had done it free for over a year, and I was finally doing a premium account. And I remember I told everyone that like purchased an early subscription to it that I would go in and send a trial link, not realizing that OnlyFans, you can only send 10 trial links at a time. So I literally was staying up to copy and paste the same trial link to 10 people. There was over 100 people that did it. And the fire alarm goes off in the hotel. I remember the fire alarm going off. So you go out to your car and you're just working. You're just doing it. You're, making it happen for everyone. And I don't think people understand kind of how important this community is to me. It has been my ride or die, you could say, the last 4 years. Those people that are part of Reddit specifically, and now X and things like that, Discord especially. But like those were like the people, it sounds weird like even saying supporters, but that's what it was. Like those people had your back kind of, and like it was a very positive light in my life when my personal life, the people in my real life were like kind of having a hard time with what was going on. So there's been a lot of ups and downs, and it's been a really crazy adventure. And I really didn't think that we would be here. And I know I said that earlier, but it's because I can't believe it. I can't believe that like I still talk to this day to people that followed me on the, first few months of PantyNectar. Like still to this day, I recognize those names. And I don't have someone that manages messages and anything like that. So like I recognize those names. And it's crazy thinking that there are so many people still here that are along for the journey.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It has been crazy. And I think that, you talk about like the importance of just the community itself, and it is important, obviously, to us, and all these, everyone is so supportive in their own ways, supportive of you, supportive of me. I receive DMs all the time from people. Some people are, very supportive of me, and then it's some people will be like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know your wife's fucking awesome. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
They're like saying nice things about you. It's just like we really appreciate it because, and it's not to say that that there aren't naysayers and there aren't people that say mean and ugly things, but that's life, right? Like those people are hurting. We've gone through this conversation before on the podcast. It has nothing to do with us. And that's one of the things that PantyNectar and I have talked about recently with one of the accounts that we follow on a Safe for Work basis. That we really like this account, and they provide a lot of great information. But the person kind of gets caught up in what the haters say, and it kind of deflects away from their mission because now they're talking about what their haters, but they're doing it like saying like, not necessarily attacking their haters, but just mentioning them and saying, sorry.
And this is why they're wrong, and this is why I'm right. And it's like
the one piece of advice that I could give to anybody, and that is, in the influencer realm and social media, or even just kind of in business at all, is like you cannot give the haters an ounce of traction at all.
Right.
And the block button is your best friend.
Right.
And I can tell you, I've fucking heard it all from people. You know what I mean? Like the mean things but it's just like, it's fucking, think of it this way. It's just internet babble. Who gives a shit? Gary Vee talked about this, right? He refers to this person as like Sally Pants 88 or whatever. Like, who gives a shit what Sally Pants 88 said in their comments, right? Like, it has nothing to do with you. They woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. They're just a perpetual dick, and they hurt, and their life sucks, and they're trying to throw their personal anger and throw it at you. You're just out here doing your own thing, right? Like if someone doesn't like what you, like if I come across your page and you're doing something and I don't like it, like I won't go back and look at it. I'm not going to be like, oh, this person, fuck them. I'm going to leave a comment. You know, I just like won't look at it.
I think it's such a great, like, I almost think it's a skill or a tool, you could even say, that like needs sharpened. You definitely have to like work on that. But once you do, I feel like it really translates into your like, not just, you know, it's very funny when I was listening to a Jocko podcast yesterday. They were talking about how social media, like they call it the bipolar like realm, because it's like the, you know, you're bouncing in and out of what reality is and what real life is. And I think it translates also to your real life when you're not behind a screen. Like you can care less what the people in your life think of you as well. And that's not to say you shouldn't care, you know, if people have critiques about your character, but your mom, you have to prove something to, or like your, you know, dad, you have to prove something. Like you don't have anything to prove to anyone. You don't have, the only person you have to prove is to yourself, because it's your life you're going to live. It's your, you know, years that you're going to get to spend. So don't spend that caring about what other people think.
100%. And you bring up a very good point. And there's a big difference between someone, you know, offering constructive criticism and someone, you know, being a quote unquote hater, right?
Exactly.
Like, we don't pay attention to the haters. We pay attention to the people that offer constructive criticism.
Right. And that want to progress forward to a solution of some sort, not just someone harassing.
Well, and it's just, I mean, if you're trying to get better at your craft, you need to accept constructive criticism. Here's an example. Here's a hater. Mr. P, your dick looks really fucking small. Okay, dude, like, whatever.
Okay, dude.
I wouldn't even block that. You know, I just keep rolling.
Just
like,
downvote it.
Yeah, it's just laugh at it. Who cares? Versus someone being like, hey, if you captured this different camera angle, it would make things look better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's offering constructive criticism.
Exactly.
That person may have experience in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or trying to do. Or they may be a professional photographer, a videographer, and be like, okay, this camera angle would make this look better.
Yeah.
Versus a person saying, you know, whatever.
Your worth is not tied into what people think about. That is not.
Actually, I would say that it has an inverse relationship. You're like the more that you value what other people think and say, the less you value what you say yourself.
Exactly, because
and the more you value what you say and feel yourself, and the more confidence and that you build, then you're going to care less about what other people think.
Right.
And it's not to say, and it's like you say, it's a fine line, right? I mean, it's like your loved ones are still your loved ones. You don't hate them, but I mean, even if there's some people in your family, you know, that just aren't necessarily conducive to a positive life, well, you know what? We just kind of move on in a different direction. So
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, no, I wish that more people could, because I feel like people listen to that message, but not everyone like applies it. So I challenge you, if you're listening to this, to like really pause next time you find yourself in a moment, like maybe you're letting someone walk all over you, or maybe it's in a moment where you're not necessarily standing up for yourself, or maybe it's in a moment you're emotionally reacting to something and acting back in anger or hate or some sort of negative emotion. I just challenge you to pause for a second and just move on.
Yeah, it's I read this thing. I'm sure like some philosophical quote by somebody, and someone listening to the podcast will know. I don't know who said it first, but I read on somebody's desk at work a few years ago. The quote says something like, "You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your reaction to that." You know, it's like, oh crap, like, because I get emotional about things, you know, you talk about, you know, people acting, you know, based off of emotion. I'm the worst at that, you know, and so it's great to step back and think, okay, well, this occurred. Now I can go this way with my reaction and lose my shit and maybe spiral downhill, or I can take a more common sense approach to it and maybe just try to resolve whatever the situation is.
Yeah, I guarantee if you give it like 5 minutes, everyone moves on. Moves on. If it's someone in your life that you value having in your life, you know what I mean. If it's an online hater, then just block and move on. But definitely, if you're having some kind of conflict or moment of where tensions are higher or emotions are higher, then I just recommend taking a 5 minute break and move on. Just get on along with it, because here's the thing, like, you can either waste your time being happy or you can waste your time being upset, and some things are worth being upset over, but probably not a whole lot of things that people are upset about on an everyday thing. Like, sometimes I find myself where I'm like, man, dinner's done, and you know, people aren't here to eat. Like, that, it like starts to upset me. Like, I sat here and cooked dinner, but then I'm like, why the fuck do I care who's here to eat dinner? Like, that should not bother me at all. And you move on, because it's like, it shouldn't bother you. It has nothing to do with you, in fact. So
Yeah. And it's like, don't hold grudges either. You know, like, life's
Exactly.
way too short to be fucking pissed off at somebody for the rest of your life,
Dude, yeah.
no matter what. I mean, like, so like, it's like we get messages from people on Discord or like on X or Reddit or something. They'll be like, hey, I was banned in your Discord, or what's one? Like, your Discord kicked me out or something, or
the
it's,
link expired.
the link expired. That's the one we always do. The link expired. It's like, no, the link isn't expired. The link works correct. It's
Right.
that you were fucking banned for some reason.
Yeah.
And oftentimes people will be like, oh yeah, sorry. It's like, no worries, just come back and just
Because it's
watch
just
what you
a
say.
moment,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
when people are emotional.
Yeah.
That's it. And you can't hurt people because you're hurting. That's not fair.
Right. So we offer those, those people to come back, and there's no harm, no foul, and just do better next time. And
Well, and that's the benefit of like being in a community, because I'm totally not like, I'm totally about support everyone. Everyone should be supported. And so like, it is much better to be in a community with a creator that's actually very in touch with your fans and has a relationship at least with you, so that they can understand that stuff. And there's several creators on there, Math McKitten, Jesse and Jackson. There's tons of people.
Baby Kate, she's doing her
Baby
thing.
Kate,
Yeah,
yes.
she does her thing.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that like do run their own stuff and
Holly
do
Hot
connect
Wife
with their
and
fans.
Vince,
Holly Hot Wife.
they're quite successful, and they do all their own stuff.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff. Yeah. So it's nice to know that there are creators out there you guys can follow that are. I think it's so funny that people are like, "Oh, porn is bad," and I'm like, I feel like with a lot of the creators that are current right now, like a lot of them are just, you do get a peek into their life. You get to be along for the ride. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's hard to explain to people that sometimes it is like much deeper than porn. It is about the community. It is about the freedom of being able to do and express ourselves however we feel. So
Yeah. So you have sex, you dirty fucker. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
I literally-
you have sex and post it on the internet. Okay. All
I
right.
told someone the other day, I literally said the people, because someone asked me, do you have a lot of haters in your DMs? And I said, not in my DMs. There's a lot of happy people in my DMs.
Exactly.
But I said, I don't entertain that. And here's the thing. If these people are upset at me, it's the people that aren't having sex. It's always the
100%.
people that are not having sex
Yeah.
that talk shit to me.
Absolutely.
Which I get. Bro, if you're not having sex, trust me, I'm angry too. I understand it. But
Yeah.
you can't take it out on other people.
No. Now there's a million Karens in the world.
Yes.
They're all at the fucking PTA.
Oh, we love us from Karens.
Yeah. So, but no, it's the best thing to do is just, it's like Colonel Petranzio said, row well and live. Just fucking
right.
do your thing and let it propel you to the path that you want to be on, and just make sure that you stay on that path.
Yeah.
Jocko talks about that shit. Stay on the path. Like, like you have this kind of North Star that you know where you want to go, and you just start progressing towards that. Take one step after the other, and you'll take a few steps back, but that's okay. Just keep fucking moving forward, and who knows? Next thing you know, it'll be another 4 years of PantyNectar, and it'll be 8 years of Cake Date, and 2 more years, it'll be 10 years.
Wait till I'm 80 and still busting it open for you guys.
Fucking gray hair PantyNectar.
Can you imagine?
Fitting 3 dildos in your ass.
Yeah. At the nursery. Oh my
At the
God.
nursery, the nursing home.
Nursing home.
Fucking.
Oh my
The
gosh.
trees behind you, the
That's so
nursery,
funny.
rose bushes and shit.
Well, it's been a fun, exciting ride. If you have a favorite moment with PantyNectar, we'd love to hear it too. Maybe next time on the podcast, I'll read some fun memories that you guys have, or maybe a favorite excerpt from a podcast or anything like that. I want to hear from you guys. So,
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. We could not do this without you guys listening to each podcast, every upvote, every like, every comment. We just thank you so much. And to another 4 years, we really, really appreciate it.
have a good one, you guys. Love you guys.
See ya.